There's a lot of confusion about costs, options, and is it really free for students and whether SAP certification is even worth it. In this video, I will explain SAP Learning Hub and SAP certification in a very simple language so you understand what they are, how much they cost, and whether they are actually worth it for your career as a student or young professional. If you are new to my channel, please click subscribe and enable the notifications. My name is Arun and I break down complex SAP topics into simple, easy to understand short videos. Alright, in this video, first we will look at SAP Learning Hub, what it is and how it works. Secondly, we will talk about SAP certification. And third, we will answer the big question, like do you really need SAP certification to get a job? And finally, I have also provided a simple action plan at the end of the video for you. So watch till the end. What is SAP Learning Hub? Think of SAP Learning Hub as SAP's official online school. You log in through a website and you get access to SAP training content, videos, e-learning courses, e-books and quizzes, all focused on SAP products. You can learn at your own pace from anywhere, and it's designed to help you build real SAP skills and prepare for SAP jobs and certifications. Learning journeys. Inside SAP Learning Hub, you will see something called learning journeys. A learning journey is basically a step-by-step learning path. It tells you start with this course, then do this one, then this one. It's like a navigational path. Each journey is built for a specific role, like SAP consultant, developer, or administrator. There are journeys for many areas, for example, SAP S/4HANA Finance, SuccessFactors for HR, Ariba for procurement, SAP Analytics, SAP BTP for development, and much more. So instead of guessing what should I learn next, you just follow the journey for the role you want and move forward one step at a time. For example, let's take a look at one of the learning journeys. Let's say I want to learn about SAP's artificial intelligence. I mean, why not? The whole world is talking about AI all the time. I select the AI topic, then I select Joule, which is SAP's AI solution. Then I select Introducing Joule. As you can see, this is a free course and it is just an hour long. It lists the topic in various units and shows what is covered under each unit. You can select the topic and start learning. At the end of the learning journey, once you have passed the quiz, you will get a course completion badge. Please note, the course completion badge is different to that of SAP certification. Actually, you will notice that a lot of learning journeys like this are available for free. You do not need any sort of subscription to consume some of these learning journeys that has the free badge on it. Learning Hub pricing. Now the very important question, how much does all this cost? The answer depends on who you are. If you are an SAP customer, meaning a company that uses SAP, then you can buy an annual subscription so your employees get full access to the content and learning journeys, plus some practice systems and live sessions. If you are an SAP partner, for example, a consulting company that implements SAP, there is also a partner edition available, which usually has a different price and includes partner-specific content and benefits. Finally, most important option, if you are a student or faculty, there is a student edition for SAP Learning available, and in many cases it is free. SAP Learning Hub Student Edition includes free access to full access to the entire course portfolio, 2 attempts at SAP certification exams with no restrictions, unlimited participation in expert-led live sessions, and also access to SAP trial systems. While registering for the student edition, you must verify your student status, and SAP will ask you for an email ID associated with your university or maybe other documents that might prove that you are in fact a student. Also note, prices change by country and by program, so always check the official SAP Learning site. I have provided the links to all these websites in the video description. Now let's talk about SAP certification. An SAP certification is an official exam from SAP. You choose a specific area, for example, S/4HANA Finance or SuccessFactors, Analytics Cloud or BTP, and you take an online exam on that topic. If you pass, you get a digital badge and certificate that you can put on your resume and on LinkedIn as well. It's like a driving license, but for a particular SAP product or role. It shows employers that SAP itself has tested and confirmed your skills at a certain level. Types of certification options. So, what are you actually paying for when you buy SAP certification? You don't just buy a single exam most of the time, you usually buy a bundle. As of today, SAP offers four different options through which you can take SAP certification exams. First one is the two attempts option. This one will cost you 288 US dollars, and for that you get two certification exam attempts, either in two separate solution areas or in one solution in case you need to try again. It also offers 10 hours of access to certification relevant hands-on practice systems to experiment and learn in real SAP environments. The second option is via Learning Hub subscription. When you purchase the full Learning Hub subscription, you also get 4 certification exam attempts as part of that certification. The third option is one attempt or single attempt. This option will cost you 236 US dollars, and for that you get one certification exam attempt. You can use this only once whether you pass a particular exam or not. And the last option is 6 attempts. This option will cost you 590 US dollars, and for that you get 12 months access to Certification Hub, where you can schedule up to a maximum of 6 exam bookings over your subscription period. How long is my certification valid? SAP certifications today are generally valid for 1 year. To keep them valid, SAP has a stay certified process. Each year when SAP releases updates, you do a short online assessment based on the new features and changes. If you complete that on time, your certification stays current. If you don't, your certification can expire and you may need to take a newer exam again. So there is a small ongoing effort to keep your certification up to date. Now the honest question, do you actually need SAP certification to get a job? The simple answer is no. It is not strictly mandatory for every SAP role. However, it can be very helpful, especially if you are a student or young professional with limited work experience. It makes your CV stand out and tells employers this person has at least a solid foundation and passed a real exam. But you should never think like, I have a certificate, so now a job is guaranteed. Because employers still look at your real skills, your projects, your other soft skills. So, what actually gets you a job? First, you need basic SAP knowledge that you can actually use to articulate and answer questions in the interview. Second, you need soft skills. Can you communicate clearly, ask good questions, work in a team, and solve problems? Third, some hands on practice or mini projects really help. Even small student projects you can talk about in an interview. Fourth, networking is huge. Connecting with people on LinkedIn, joining SAP communities, attending events and seminars can really help. And then finally, SAP certification is a booster. It supports everything else you have built. So think of it this way: SAP skills plus soft skills plus networking plus certification is much stronger than just certification alone. Finally, to wrap up, here's a simple action plan you can follow. Step 1: pick one SAP area you're interested in. For example, it could be finance, HR, analytics, supply chain, development, or technology. Step 2: go to the SAP Learning website or SAP Learning Hub and find a learning journey for that particular area. Step 3: if you are a student, check if you can get the student edition of SAP Learning Hub, or there might be free access available through your university as well. Step 4: work through the journey, get hands-on practice, and build at least one small project or scenario you can talk about. Step 5: when you feel ready, book one SAP certification exam in that area. Step 6: keep improving your soft skills and keep networking while you learn. Don't just wait until after the exam. If you do all of this, you're not just chasing a certificate, you're building real skills, real connections, and using certification as a proof of what you can already do. If you have made until here, Please like and subscribe and share this video with your friends who might also benefit from it. Thank you for watching and see you soon in another video.